Everybody, how's it going? I'm Pabs, a rising VTuber and artist, and today we're going to be drawing a bit of Zangief from Street Fighter 6. So, I was kind of at a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna level with you guys. I did not know what I was actually gonna draw today. I was still like juggling ideas in my head until like the very last minute last night on my head, and today the trailer for Street Fighter 6 dropped, which showed that Zangief is apparently now a luchador. And that got me very excited, so I guess we're drawing him today. You can see here that I've started kind of making my stalker board of different Zangief pics. We're not on the working screen, you guys can't see that. Let me change that up real quick. There we go. Yeah, I've started kind of like making my Zangief shrine, if you will. To make sure that I have like all the references that I need for whatever I'll be doing. So, some very cool shots from the trailer. You can actually you can see the YouTube timestamp on some of these. But yeah, some very cool shots from the trailer that I'm hoping to co-opt for my nefarious purposes. Yeah, thank God that this guy's like clothing isn't particularly complicated. I appreciate the hell out of Street Fighter for like making most of their characters like not super complex in terms of like clothing, because there are some, you know, like there are some games that will have just the most ridiculously complex character sprites that really don't need to be all that, but you know, they do it because they can, and also because it looks nice. But also, like, I don't, you know, me as the artist now has to suffer like 3 million years of pain trying to capture all those little details. This is just a big half-naked sweaty guy. That makes my job a lot easier. Oh, yeah. Also, here's his bio. A colossal wrestler nicknamed the Red Cyclone. Zangief is dedicated to physical improvement and instructing his students. Hates projectiles. Likes wrestling, Cossack dancing. Height 7 feet. Weight almost 400 pounds. Listen, I wasn't a huge Street Fighter guy before, but this has captured my attention. Like, the thing is, as well, I know Zangief, this isn't the first time Zangief has had, like, wrestling moves. His thing is just doing pro wrestling moves, like the pile driver, the suplex, but just at ridiculous kinds of angles and everything. But, like, now that they've introduced the idea that he's, like, a legit masked wrestler, I'm very excited. That captured my attention, as I said. So let's figure out how we're gonna do this, yeah? Let's see. Body type. Yeah, that's right. We're going back to our roots. I feel like it really has just been a long, long time since I've like done a proper... Alright. Alright. Yeah, there's a little bit of body fat. I'm comfortable with like this amount. It's a shame that you can't make the shoulders like wider, because this dude is straight up like a triangle. Wait, no, yes you can. Hang on, I know exactly how to do that. There we go. Let me take a look at the legs. The legs are fine. I wish I could make the calves more toned. Like, look at those things. They're like Popeye arms, but for legs. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Like, he does have a little bit of leg exposed, doesn't he? Alright, let's see the poses, though. I'll have some downloaded poses that are going to be good for this. Probably none of the idle poses, though. On the other hand, although that being said, like, imagine... I don't know. Strong calves are important, precisely. Yeah, let's see if we can find any good poses for this sort of thing. Oh, this is an interesting one. All right. He kind of does this pose in one of the animations as well. I feel like the one thing I will say so far about Street Fighter 6, I haven't played any of the betas or anything, Actually, I'd be surprised if I, of all people, had to play the beta. I'm not the biggest fighting game guy out there. I enjoy them, I don't play them, if that makes sense. Why are his arms so short? Huh, that's a good question. Let me grab this dude. Hang on, I know how to do this. Oh, wait, we can make it shorter. We can make him into a T-Rex. Is this what you wanted? Okay, this makes him more muscular, this makes him longer. Yeah, I think just a bit longer would be good. Longer. Alright, boss, you got it. Shorter it is. Ooh, me pingy. I regret reading that before, like, sometimes you read a sentence out loud, and then you, like, remember that you should probably read shit before you read it out loud. God damn it, Raph. Yeah, I decided to do this, but I'm still struggling to find a good pose for it. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna try and copy this pose. Or, wait, no. This pose here from, like, the promotional material is probably much better for that. What am I doing? Alright, like he's coming right at you. Probably not with the thumbs up. Alright, where's, like, the grabby claw hand? I need, like, a hand that is snarled and wretched. More gnarled than that. Grab a handle? Yeah, that'll work. Alright. So you can see that... Oh god, why can't he turn his shoulder so much? Well, wrestlers are supposed to be flexible, I guess. You stop that. Alright. Let's see here. I feel like I've gotten... Like, weirdly enough, why are his hands... Now his hands are feel kind of tiny. I gotta fix that. There we go. Who needs foreshortening when you can just make a homunculus? God, remember that weird, messed up looking thing that some dude was like, yeah, I made a homunculus and I made the body parts about as big as, like, they work in, like, your sensory organs or, like, whatever. And it just looked up like the most messed up looking guy, the most busted dude ever made. Of the most busted dude ever conceived of by man or God. Now I feel like his head needs to be... I mean, his head is fine. Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah. That's the worst. That was like one of the worst things I've ever seen. The second worst is probably that one mural of Pikachu that's sitting around back in Ecuador. That somebody, like... I don't remember even the context behind the Pikachu mural. I just remember that it exists every now and again. I like also that, like, unless you like follow art news, you'll have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Like, I'm just over here whining about the Pikachu mural, and I'm being like, yeah, the Pikachu mural, we've all seen it. Come on, rotate for me. There you go. Let's see. Can we not raise that higher? Guess not. Although I guess we can't probably turn this around. Let's see. Oh, I see. That clarifies things a bit. I think. The problem with, like... Oh, there we go. Yeah, the problem with sometimes the, like, warping the muscles, how far can he bend? I mean, he does, the character or the model, because the model can go pretty friggin' far, but the character can do suplexes. So neither of them are particularly stiff. Alright, hang on. Fighting for my life, wrangling this model. Wrestling is probably not the right term. I'm gonna close this window here. We don't need it anymore. Okay, what is with your neck, homeboy? Bro needs to see a chiropractor. He's too beefy. Alright. Breaking the shoulder a little bit here. Why did you decide on drawing Zangief? Oh, a new trailer for Street Fighter 6 came out today. And I realized that if I want to strike while the iron is hot, now's the time. Is this wrist supposed to bend like that? Ah, that's fine. We need to move this palm over here a little bit further back, though. Then over here, we can... Oh god, what is wrong with the wrist? So you're basically cloud chasing. A little bit. It's... Listen, it's not cloud chasing if you weren't planning on having artistic integrity in the first place. I'm just fooling. The truth is, until the very last minute, I had no idea what I wanted to draw. I was actually going to draw, like, a monster for that, like, Tokusona that I have. But I was like, am I really feeling this? Yes or no? And the answer was ultimately no. And then I was like, oh wait, but there was a Street Fighter 6 trailer today. Might as well check that out. And then I saw that Zangief was a luchador. I'm like, aha, a convenient, a convenient solution to many of my problems. Now this just looks like somebody's about to fucking grab you. Me when I get you. Yeah, the hands could be a little bit more splayed, too. Sincerely speaking, I do think there is a difference between, like, striking while the iron is hot and cloud chasing. The two are not indistinguishable, nor are they inseparable, but both of them involve being tuned to opportunities. Uh-oh. Hold on. I feel like sometimes I have to, like, check myself before I become, like, too pretentious, and I feel like this is one of those moments. I'm not exactly wrong, but I'm also not... I like, that train of thought will lead to some dark, dark places. Suffice it to say, if you feel like something's not right, you probably shouldn't do it, but if you don't feel like something's wrong, then that's fine. Okay, you know what I've decided just now? First of all, more foreshortening on this guy. Second of all, this is going to become like this is going to be like a wider piece. Where is that thing that lets me change the canvas size? Ah, here we go. Okay, just move that around like so. Perfect. Okay. Now the easiest part's over. Unfortunately. Okay. So here's what we do next, I think. Next we are going to... How are we for time? Why am I even saying that? We're like literally 15 minutes in. It's a little bit unnecessary to worry about time at that point. But yeah, we're basically going to try and figure out like how we can improve the line of action and everything on this guy. So I'm seeing like a big triangle here, right? Or maybe... Okay, so more like this, honestly, would be probably better. Okay. Where was I? The fun thing about Zangief is that he really is just fucking massive. He's trying to stop you from filming him. No unauthorized recreation of tape allowed. And then he just suplexes you. Yeah, that's one way to stop That's one way to stop people from like filming your underground street fights, is to like just crush the camera. Unfortunately, that move only works once. But it does work. Let's see. Okay, over there. Trying to get it okay. I was wondering if like kind of like how he has to like Popeye arm calves, he should need like, he's going to need like, what do you call, Popeye arms? But no, it's just like a big solid block. Oh yeah, these are going to be some big ass hands that I'm making. Honestly, I should make more fighting game character art. Lord knows I'm not going to get any better at fighting games than I already am, so it's probably a good idea to contribute to the medium in another way. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing fighting games, I'm not very good at them. I can admit to this readily. I mean, I could probably get better. I'll try hard to get better eventually, but right now I don't really have the means to focus on that. There was a time that I tried to like do combo labbing, but I got like super bored almost immediately. Also, that thumb is like way too disjointed now that I look at it. All right. But yeah, with like Marika and Zangief running around in here, we're gonna have like a really good like beefy person in representation. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a fighting game, and that's almost expected. But like, I feel like we do need to reintroduce these kinds of like characters into modern shit. Like, thanks to the fact that like thanks to Genshin, right? Not that like, listen, I rarely shit on games and other things, but I will admit that like Genshin has poisoned people into thinking that like very beefy like rail thin people are like beefy just because they have some shoulder definition. Let's see. Like, don't get me wrong, I like some of the character designs from Genshin, but like the fans need, like, I feel like they need additional references for like what humans look like. Rather, it's more like the devs need to like feed them better. In any case, it's not really my problem because I don't play Genshin, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Kate, this might actually interest you. Do you know of a studio called like Bloomhouse that makes films? I think they made Megan actually. Yeah. Apparently, they're trying to expand into video games. I read on like one of these newsletters that apparently they're trying to expand it into like video game production, which I think is going to be very interesting. We all know that movies based on video games must fundamentally, on some level, suck ass. But what about like Okay, not video games based on movies. Movies. Wait, no. Movies based on video games and video games based on movies. Wait, no. Those two are different. Like the video game based on movie is just like what it's like licensing and everything. Those are fun. Those are usually okay. Those are even good sometimes, actually. Yeah. Was it like okay? Was it the Nightmare Before Christmas that was like basically a Devil May Cry like, or like a character action game? I think it was that one. Yeah, there was like a Nightmare Before Christmas game that basically played like Devil May Cry. Let's see. Oh yeah, also big neck muscles. Yeah, I don't think this dude really. Hang on. Yeah, it's generous to call what he has a neck. It's more like a massive muscle that's protecting his windpipe. Which is very important, actually. I read that as a wrestler, the three most important things you need are like core strength, back strength, and neck strength. And for the head, I'm just going to make a big old square. How's that looking? I feel like something's missing from down here. What if I like... Hang on. The thing that it's missing is probably the legs. But let's be real. If this goes the way that most of my drawing sessions go, no, I feel like he's almost not wide enough. He's very wide, but like I feel like he's not wide enough. Hmm. I don't know. Something about this is bothering me. Let's see. Okay, here's what we do. We're gonna grab this arm, and we're gonna like pull it further out here. We're gonna grab this hand. Then we're gonna pull it like this. Then we're gonna grab this torso. Or actually, no, we're gonna grab the hips. Oh wait, I think I know what I think I know what's also bothering me about this. First of all, let's shrink him back down again a little bit. I feel like there's just no like midsection definition. Like I know it's because he's leaning down, but like it feels like there's not enough torso to go around. Right. Yeah, first of all, let's do the smart thing and make the top part even heavier. We had a very well-defined line of action earlier, right? So I'm wondering if maybe we can't use that to inform the way the body should be like shaped. I mean, obviously it will, but like, I mean, almost like this. Okay. Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to shrink this all down. Raise the head a little bit. And then I'm going to bring back the references so I can figure out what kind of expression I'm going to give him. Because I have a lot of these. All right. So I think the main three that we're going to want to keep are this one here. Gonna need this ref of the Lucha mask too. And then the last two I want to keep are actually this one here, which is mainly for the colors, and the actual character render over, hang on, here. Okay. Let's take a look at this expression here. Okay, so you can see some lips. So that's the first thing. All right. Second thing, you know how like when a dude grows his facial hair in such a way that like, hang on, that like his sideburns eventually become a beard, right? Like, have you ever seen that happening? Like, it becomes like an infinity beard or something. I feel like that's almost what's going to happen at some point with Zangief and his chest hair. All right. Yeah, there's still a little bit of separation between beard and chest, though. Let me see something actually. Let me pull up the YouTube video again. Actually, let me see if I can't get a proper gander at this dude's pecs. Let's see. Come on, big fella. Wait, do I have desktop audio turned off? Okay, yeah, I should do. Good thing, too. Yeah, the trailer is kind of loud, and also it might have copyrighted material within it. Hang on. Okay, this one's a little bit motion blurry, but we got a clear shot. Was this okay? I forget. Is Zangief's chest hair supposed to like look like something, or is it just like that? Because it reminds me of like a Rorschach painting, or like one of those Rorschach arts. Yeah. God. Okay, so like one of the VTubers that I follow is currently playing through Fallout New Vegas, and I don't know what his kind of like thing is for that run through because like he's obviously played New Vegas to death. So I think like I don't know what his thing is going to be for the playthrough, but it got me in the mood to play through it again. But more than anything, it reminded me. What did it remind me of? Actually, I lost my train of thought just now. I think it might have been because of all the green grapes that I ate today. I have I went grocery shopping, or rather, I ordered groceries today, and I got in a rare moment of clarity of mind. I actually ordered fresh fruit because you should probably eat those once in a while, and I decided to get myself some green grapes because I love green grapes. So I received the goods. I washed the grapes using like a 1 to 4 ratio of vinegar to water. You let those sit in there for like a couple minutes, and I started eating them, and I immediately devoured most of them. Most of them actually is not the correct term. I devoured all of them. There are no more green grapes inside my house. So good news, I did eat some fresh fruit. Bad news, if I want to eat fresh fruit again, I will just have to get more. Hmm. Oh, he has a mohawk, not like, okay. Yeah, that does look more Zangief-ish. Let me move these guys a little to the left. Hmm. You know what? I think this almost reminds me of the pose I did for that one Arknight's character, Flint. I was like, I feel like I've done this pose before. That's because I did a very similar pose a long time ago. I think like last year, early last year, I imagine. Well, no, it would have had to be in last year. I would have remembered if I had done Flint this recently, right? But I remember doing like a like a character from Arknights, and she had a pose very similar to this one. I feel like I don't want him to be like teeth bared like that though. I feel like this is good, but I feel like a better expression would probably be a happy one. Let's turn this frown upside down. Oh god, that's worse. That's terrifying. My god. Like before it's like I'm gonna hurt you. This is like I'm gonna get you. Yeah, that being said, let's workshop that a little bit, yeah? Like I like this smile. This is such a nice smile. Yeah, okay. I think the smile helps quite a bit. Now I just need to be careful I'm not accidentally making do like the DreamWorks expression. Okay. I think maybe the best way to do that then is to maybe twist this part around a little bit. I love using the liquefy tool when I don't. The thing is, right, I really like the liquefy tool, but it doesn't work on vector layer, so I don't get a chance to use it, which is why I need to use it during like the sketching stages usually. Okay. Now we can actually get to the fun part, which is the line work. Okay. Oh god. Let's see. Here's what let's do. All right. For these layers here, I'm going to label them blue so that I know that they're the ones that I'm referencing. I could just delete the rest of them, I guess. Let me take a sip of water real quick. Oh yeah, that's another thing that I got myself during my grocery shopping today. My last, the last scrubber that I used for washing my water bottle broke down. And so for like a few weeks now, I haven't had like a proper like water bottle scrubber. And because of that, I just have not been using my water bottle as much as I normally would. So now I finally got one again. And now I'm back to drinking from a water bottle. And let me tell you, it feels so crisp. It feels so good. Okay. Yeah. The thing is, right? A lot of drinking water and self-care, and even like I find this is the case as well with like household chores too, is that you need to find ways that like work for you. I'm lucky that I found the way that I like to drink water is by hang on. I'm lucky that I like found out very early on that the way that I like to drink water is to just have a water bottle with me, because that solves a lot of my problems. Unfortunately, then if I don't have a water bottle with me, that creates new problems, which is mainly that I don't like drink as much water. But now I'm healthy, hydrated, and ready to draw a big meaty man. Hmm. Let's see. Probably a thicker line weight would be good for this. Okay. Okay, so this is like a belt. The yellow thing is like a belt. Okay. Oh no, we should probably focus on like the head first. Oh god, I just remembered this is gonna be anti-aliased. Because I mean, no, I could probably switch it back to the alias version now, but I should probably learn to do this at some point. Now's as good a time as any. Learning to work with like alias line art is one of the best things I can do for myself as an artist, but it is such a pain in the ass. I whine about it every chance I get. And I imagine that a lot of you who like listen to a lot of these art streams are probably tired of it by now. But I cannot affect to a sufficient extent just how much my like workflow was like used in alias line art. Oh god, I really need to be careful to not turn this into a DreamWorks face. Oh my god. I can feel it. I can feel it manifesting. It's like when a dog sits down and you know that there's like an earthquake coming. You know, now that like I'm reading again, like he looks like he's trying to stop you from filming him. Yeah, that's something that like people who don't stream might not be fully aware of. Is that when you like have at least in my setup, right? In for other people it might be different, but for my OBS setup, I have it so that like the chat doesn't disappear once it's the history is there. So like every now and again, my non-existent third eye will flit to the chat box to kind of like see if there's if there's been any new messages, and I will just like reread the last message a couple of times. Yeah, we talked earlier about how he looked like he was about to like grab the camera from you, but now he just looks like he's coming in for like, hmm. Actually, no. This is still rather menacing, even if the intentions are pure. I was gonna say it looks like he's coming in for a big friendly hug, but this is not a hugging stance. All right, this is not the stance of someone who wants to hug. If an alien were to visit Earth, we would put this in like we would like put this in contrast to like a hugging stance and be like identifying dangerous human predators. Number one predator on Earth: professional wrestlers, the strongest organisms on the planet. Let's see. Yeah. You know what I actually really liked about Zangief's trailer is the fact that like in a lot of cases, well, at least this has been my experience for like Guilty Gear and such, right? Where when a character is like dropped for it, I think we're not supposed to talk about it. I think, but the character roster for like Street Fighter 6 was leaked, but so I think most people know which characters to expect overall. But I've noticed that like in most games, right, when a new character is dropped, it's either met with like, "Oh man, why wasn't it this other character?" or it's met with like, "Oh man, we've never seen this character before. I wonder what they can do." Yeah, and I feel like there's very little in between. But I feel like for a series like Street Fighter, they have so many characters to choose from that it's like insane if any character does get in. But even if but I really appreciate what they did with Zangief at least, because like they gave him like a new vibe. They made him like into like a proper professional wrestler rather than just a guy who suplexes people, which I might be wrong on. Again, I'm not super versed in like Street Fighter lore, but I don't think they've tried that with him yet. Hmm. Something doesn't feel right about this mouth. Yeah, I think it was like the fact that it wasn't like fully open like that. There we go. Okay, now the eyes are gonna need to be like a little bit like slanted like this, which I think it actually works in my favor. Hang on, let me recreate that in the referencing, because like the head has become a little bit slanted as I've been drawing it. God, whenever I do stuff like that, you know, when I use like squares and shapes and such to help me figure out like what way to draw something, I remember this thing that I did when I first rigged my Life 2D model, which was, hang on. Yeah, we're reaching terminal. This is going to be the make or break point for like the DreamWorks face. But yeah, when I was first rigging my Life 2D model, something that I used to do is that I would like overlay. So like if I had like paths in frame 1 like this, right? And like one of the formers was like this way. Like here's what I would do. I would make sure that I have like the side deformers done first, then the like top right deformers, right? And I would like overlay them over each other and like trace the path between each of the like squares to figure out like how they transformed, and then I would just continue that path onward for the bottom one. And that's just kind of like how I did it, and it felt like I was like way overthinking it, but it did actually help me figure out how I wanted it to work. I'm trying to figure out how to make this eye look like more comforting, and I think maybe the answer is to like make it wider. By that I mean just like not making it look completely deranged. Like this looks like this does again looks like he's about to attack you. I think I know what it is. I think it's the fact that he's not like smiling at the bottom of his eyes. Hang on. Let me go back a couple steps. Yeah, adding a little bit of a shine there also helps. Oh god, no, now he looks like a massive baby. I don't... do not care for that. Alright, okay. First okay, maybe... God, let's not do that again. Yeah, no eye shine, I think. I think like it's gonna need to be very subtle or like or like maybe even on like the iris itself. Something, just not that. I'm eventually gonna make a variant of this with like the Lucha mask, but that might not happen today. Or maybe it might. I'll try to like keep up the hustle. I think as well it might be that the eyes are like not properly focused. Yeah, that might have been it as well. I need to be careful to not give him too bushy of a beard, otherwise he's gonna look not like Zangief. Yeah, it's a Zangief horseshoe theory. If you give him a beard that looks too fluffy, right, it's not going to look like Zangief anymore. It needs to have pointed, jagged edges. At least that's the vibe that I get. Like to slap his bald head. Reblock to slap his bald head. Yeah, the mouth needs to be bigger, I think. Hang on. I've got a way of fixing this. And this, kids, is why we work in vector layers. Well, I know. I guess I could do what I'm about to do in like normal layers too, but it wouldn't be nearly as neat. And then we just like tighten up the beard around here and around here. There we go. Perfect. Now it's like a little to the side though. Hang on. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Connect vector lines there. Ooh, yeah. Hang on, simplify. There we go. Okay, let me shrink this head down just a little bit and then move it down. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now we can focus on the rest of him, which is going to be significantly easier. For me, at least. Okay. Do I need to make his shoulders even bigger? Is that what's is that what? Hang on, my instinct. Hang on. No, I made his neck too. No, no, I missed a step. Here's what I need to do. Hang on. Here's what I need to do. I need to shrink this neck down a little bit. The head, I mean. The head and neck as a unit. And then I need to add, whoop, the trapezius muscle right around here. There we go. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, the thing about muzzles is that while they can look pretty sharp, they eventually need to lead into themselves, so to speak. I wish I could say I was exaggerating these shoulders, but I'm not. If Twitch, listen, fellas, I need you to promise me something. Look me into my non-existent eyes. If Twitch flags me for drawing Zangief's nips, I need you to hunt Jeff Bezos down personally. Understood? I mean, it's probably not going to flag it. I don't think it's going to flag me of all people, right? It might, which is why I'm going to be careful. But like, I don't think it will, but like, it might. And if it does, there will be a reckoning. Just a little bit of belly. Just a touch. He deserves a little belly. A little belly for the wrestling man. Alright, what the hell's going on over here? Oh, there we go. Oh, he does have like those elbow braces though. I remember first seeing these in Rumbleverse. Actually, that's kind of like that's when I realized, hey, wrestlers do wear these a lot, don't they? Yeah, these and also like, no, these are not like they wouldn't be that loose. Hang on. Yeah, these I noticed that like sometimes sportswear has very distinctive clothing, or also like styles. Like for example, in one of my personal favorites, Muay Thai, you can often recognize it because the fighters will have headbands and they will also have like these like what are essentially like good luck armlets. Like these are like they're very strange looking. Well, strange might not be the right word, but they're very distinctive. That's the right word. Because sometimes they'll like have like a rigid component that wraps around their arm. So like it'll like literally stick out. I think those are super cool. But yeah, from what I recall, they're supposed to be like good luck charms for the fighter. Okay. Wrist check. Very good. Yeah, what else have I been thinking about recently? Oh yeah, speaking of luchadors. Well, actually, no. New Mexico isn't part of Mexico, I don't think. I haven't actually studied like Latin American. Like New Mexico isn't in. I remember this from Breaking Bad that New Mexico isn't in Mexico. I'm kidding. I knew that already. But apparently, New Mexico is lobbying to have an official scent. Like, I think the one they were going for was, and if I remember this correctly, green chilies roasting in autumn. Apparently, like they want that to be their like official scent. And if you've never heard of like a country or like a state having like an official scent, good, because they're the first people who are trying to try it out. If you have heard of it, if you have heard of like a county or state having an official scent before, whoever was talking to you was probably lying. Probably that, or they were a time traveler, which is even worse than lying, really, because they know what the future is going to hold, it, but have not told us. Oh, I like that thumb. That's a very nice, mighty thumb. You're, this guy's not losing any thumb wars, no sir. Let's see. And over here. There we go. But yeah, an official scent. I know that some people have like a signature scent, but not like an official one, right? I wonder what my official scent would be. Probably just the smell of cooked rice. Or just like raw rice, I guess. Yeah, it has that nice kind of like grainy smell. Kind of dusty, but like in a nice way. I don't know how to explain that, by the way. Like, I feel like dusty, but in a nice way, is such a specific smell. But like, it's like for different things, it's slightly different, right? So, for example, like a nice dusty smell on a book is completely different to like the nice dusty smell on like a bag of rice, for example. Smell has tier lists. Like dusty smells have a tier list, and while I will not divulge my personal opinion on this occasion, I do think that like book dusty smell beats rice dusty smell on a personal level. As much as I would love to flex on the entire written medium of books, I feel like they just smell nicer when they're dusty rather than the rice does. Yeah. Recently, I've every now and again I pick up like bubble bath stuff from like the local drugstore because sometimes I feel like having a nice little bath for myself. I like to have that experience. And recently, I've been using these like bath foam thing, this bath foam solution that is like Himalayan pink salt, and I don't know how the hell they managed to capture that smell. Right, like you have to wonder how. I guess I haven't taken a good whiff of like Himalayan rock salt ever, so I wouldn't actually know if it's like if it's accurate or not. But there be some specific ass smells in this world. No wonder dogs. No wonder dogs like sniffing the ground so much, right? Like that. Like even as humans, we smell a lot, and we are intrigued by smells. Like if you're a dog and your nose is that sensitive, it must be a wealth of information. Do I draw the hair on the arms afterwards or before? Wait, first of all, shouldn't he have more scars on his body? There's like a big one here where I'm assuming they took his kidney. Nah, who am I kidding? Zangief's a strong, healthy guy. They would have taken his liver. Let's see. Let's see over here. Let's see, connect vector lines right here. Okay, what? Okay, there we go. Man, you know, thinking on it, wrestlers gotta have like some pretty well manicured hands, right? Because if you're grappling people all day, the last thing you want is hangnail. Like, could you imagine you're like at the big match trying to focus up on your performance, and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, this hangnail's really bothering me, right? Like that would be a total moment killer. So yeah, I imagine wrestlers must have at least like decent manicures. See, and then the middle finger, which needs to be the biggest. This nail is too big. Ditto for the pinky. Let's see, actually. Yeah, okay, I can work with this. There we go. Oh yeah, here's like a wild thing that I read about, right? So you know how Starbucks has like these trendy drinks that they'll roll out every now and again, and you know probably discontinue in order to preserve the hype. I learned that apparently now the most recent thing that they've been cooking is olive oil infused drinks. Which at first to me seemed like an absolutely nuts idea on account of the fact that like oil and water. First of all, you don't drink oil. Even if it's a quote unquote infusion, you're probably not supposed to drink olive oil. You know, you don't see people doing shots of olive oil at the club, right? Yeah, that's my personal litmus for whether or not you're good to drink something like at all, right? If you do it, if you like, you can convince somebody to do a shot of something at a nightclub or something. That's probably safe enough to consume. You know, even if it's for money, you can probably safely assume that you know whatever you've got, you're probably going to be fine. I don't think I could convince anybody at a nightclub to down a shot of olive oil. Yeah, with a with a garlic clove chaser. Let's see over here. I'm interested in trying. Like the thing is, though, these press releases, right, and everything like it, are there to generate like not controversy exactly, but like morbid fascination, so that you actually try the drinks. And I hate that it's actually working on me. Like now, I'm curious about like what this is going to be like. I don't know if they'll roll out to near where I live, you know, anytime soon. By the time they do, I might have forgotten about it already. How are we for time? We can. We might have to. I might want to hurry the pace. Where's a better look at the pattern on his chest? I'll wing it. All right. Twitch, don't hurt me. 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 I think we're safe. You just hear like a loud crashing sound, and like the little emoticon that replaces all your Twitch emotes just like breaks down my door. I probably made him much fatter than he actually is, but that's fine. Like I said, he could use a little bit of more. He could use a little bit more meat on his bones. Well, that's not true. He's already 400 pounds. At that weight class, he might as well just be like a moving train. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like after, like if he got any more muscular from the meat on his bones, he would like need to be in like a unique weight class all of his own. Yeah, Zangief weight. It's like heavyweight, but unless you clock in at 350 pounds or more of pure muscle, you're basically gonna eat pavement every single match. Yeah, one of the weight classes that always fascinated me was bantamweight. I actually looked up what bantam means, and I still have I have come no closer to understanding like where the term bantamweight was derived from than I originally was, because I think like bantam is also a breed of chicken, from what I can tell. Oh, summon a rice feast? Can do. I like that just because of the way that I have this arranged. Rice feast just pops up in the middle of the screen. Let me drink some water too. Also, hi, Bunny. God, I'm just admiring my water bottle. It looks like crystal clear right now. That bottle brush really was a wise investment. Summoning circle. Yeah. Legends say that if you put together a can of fancy feast, a bag of rice, and a I don't know what a good third item would be, but if you get those three things together, you'll eventually summon a rice beast if you chant its name 3 times in the mirror. Ultimate hydrate or dihydrate. Yeah, just more rice. Legends say that if you put more rice, and a can of fancy feast in one circle and chanted the rice beast's name 3 times, it shall appear to you in the moonlit night, offering you guidance, which will mainly be to bite whatever is ailing you. I'll be real with y'all. Rice Beast doesn't have a whole lot of special outside of like their technical competencies. Rice Beast doesn't have a whole lot of specialties besides biting things. This is definitely the beefiest guy I've drawn on stream. I'm proud of that. I need to expand it in more body types. Am I missing a shoulder here? Yeah, I definitely am. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm missing a shoulder. This is not... this part here is not shoulder. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes that is all you need, just to bite the hell out of something. Yeah. Listen, if it solves a problem, it solves a problem. What's that one quote, right? That if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. Same principle, really. Alright, connect vector line. Gonna need you to connect it a little bit better than that, buddy. Redraw vector line width. Okay, no, something... Come on, bud. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to mess with this one. Problem solved. Sometimes I wish I could check my own, like, the inside part of ears and armpits are two of the hardest things for me to draw, because I hardly ever look at those. Like, my hands I look at all the time. My face I look at like fairly frequently, like, because I go to the bathroom and there's a mirror there. I almost never check my armpits. And the insides of my ears is also pretty difficult to do, mainly because I don't have any. So, you know, that poses an obstacle. Not having ears puts a little bit of a dent in your stride of ear trying to figure out how to draw the inside part of ears. I've managed to wing it so far, but I'm afraid that someday it'll catch up to me. I need to make the eye a little smaller. Okay, then... Right, the arm brace. There we go. What else was I thinking about? I sort of got I had like another thing to talk about today. I think I was going to talk about Like a Dragon Ishin, because that's also come out recently, and my god, I mentioned this before, I need to play that game, because it's the one Yakuza game that I haven't seen somebody else play yet, because it hasn't been localized to the West yet. This is my chance. This is my golden opportunity. Yeah, I'll wait until my next payday. And then I'll treat myself with Ishin. Yeah, I'm not sure what I should be expecting from Ishin is the thing, because I know that it's like, unlike the modern Yakuza titles, it's like set in ancient Japan, right? Like I've seen some dudes in Shinsengumi uniforms running around, and that's never a good sign. Let's see. Over here. How are we for time? Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay, so do I want... Okay, first of all, I'm gonna like... Alright, let's try... I'm gonna try something out here. Something about the mouth is bothering me as well. I think I know. It's the fact that, like... There we go. I think that's what was bothering me. The fact that, like... It didn't look like it was open the way I thought it was. I think that's it. Yeah, squaring up the eyes a little bit more also helped a lot. Okay. What was that one, like, wind pose that he had? Or, like, he had a pose somewhere around here. Oh, I did get a reference. Okay, I need to, like, add a little dip in the chest hair, like, right around here. But otherwise, I got a pretty spot on. Okay, then... Not this one. Not this one. This one will come in handy later. What? Where is the one? Oh, here. Okay, so he does just do like a finger up like that. Should I don't know if it's a good idea to change the pose this late in the game, though. It's gonna take a bit of time. Nah, I can handle it. I can handle it. It's worth it. Here's what we do. Okay, go to this guy. Pointing finger, pointing finger, pointing finger. Okay. Gonna twist this thing around. Yeah, that'll do. Move this guy around. I feel like I should probably like... Oh, God. That wrist is hurting. Come on, bud. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, I'm just gonna take a quick screenshot of that and use that as a reference. Do I need to make the canvas bigger again? Wrist break, or did you mean the model? Yeah, the model's wrist got broken real bad just a minute ago. But that's fine. My wrists are fine, which is what's important. Yeah. I probably should start taking wrist breaks at some point. Like, I feel like that's probably a good way to avoid developing future problems. But the thing is, my streams don't go on for that long anyway, like only about an hour and a half, right? So really, it's good to take breaks, right? You know what I could do? I could get myself like one of those thingamabobbers that people use, those like clamp thingies. In Spanish, they're called manoplas, which, funnily enough, is also the word for knuckle duster. But yeah, those like wrist exercise thingies. But I don't. The thing is, right? I will use those for like 2 days, and then I'll forget they ever exist. I know myself too well to trust myself with like wrist exercise devices, implements. All right, gang. Quick dilemma. Do I? Okay, no. This isn't really a dilemma. It's just that I don't want to like lower the rest of his body too much, because otherwise it's just going to be like a very top heavy dude wearing nothing above the belt, and if you cut him down at the waist level, right, it's not going to look great. So I'm just going to raise the roof of on the canvas just a little bit. Like, you can understand why I'm hesitant to to have a guy who is naked from the waist up and cut him off at the waist, right? All right, this will do. But yeah, so far, I don't go there, but sure. Yeah. Weirdly enough, I am one of the characters that I'm excited to play in this game is the big, strong Greek lady Marisa, because from what I understand, she's the thing is, right, for Guilty Gear, I play Faust, who is just a funny guy, just a funny little dude who also happens to be a possessed corpse. But and that's because like I gravitated to him because like I vibed with him. I'm hoping that won't be the case in Street Fighter 6, and I'll actually play a character who's like suited to my like zero brain playstyle. Listen, I am capable of thought and strategic formation, but not when I'm like fighting people. Listen, if I'm playing video games, brain activity go off. Unless I'm trying to like solve a puzzle in a video game, brain activity rocks bottom zero, just absolute nothing going on up there. Orange cat type beat. I don't want to think when I play video games is the thing. Which is probably why like a lot of like gacha games and stuff like that, like Arknights, for example. Arknights is a great game. I never managed to get into it because I didn't want to manage like tower defense strats. In theory, you don't need like all that much to get good at Arknights, but I wasn't willing to do it that much because I just wanted to like level everyone up and blaze through things that way. That's just how I am as a gamer. I mean, there are some cases where I wanted to like min-max and everything, right? Like I remember Fallout New Vegas, but that's only because I played the hell out of Fallout New Vegas and I wanted to see how broken I could get my character. Yeah, what other games have I tried to like min-max? I remember one time I was playing Bastion and I tried to min-max that game. But again, I kind of ended up just like doing what I usually did anyway, because that's just how I played the game the best, and probably how the devs intended it to happen too. There we go. Alright, I need to reposition the chest here. And also probably clean it up a little. There we go. Yeah. Weirdly, like the thing is, I'm weirdly a sucker for like professional wrestler things. For a guy who just about watches zero professional wrestling. I don't. The thing is, right? I like professional wrestling as a concept. I have never watched an actual wrestling match in my entire life, televised or otherwise. Oh God, am I a poser? I think that is what the case is. I'm like a poser for wrestling. I just enjoy the theatrics and the aesthetics of it all, really. Like, I'm very easily suckered into caring about characters, so if you have them be a professional wrestler. Case in point. Yeah, the fact that they redesigned Zangief to look like a professional wrestler is like kind of clinched it for me. I'm like, I mean, I don't know what I want to draw today. And now Zangief is a wrestler. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're in it, baby. Let me thin down those lines a little. There we go. Now to finally put some pants on this guy. About time. Only give him a couple more scars here and there. Does he have ones on? Does he have scars on his arm? I think he has got a couple for sure. Yeah, they're mainly covered up by the arm guards or the elbow guards. Here we go. Okay, and then... Okay, now we move on to the pants. Promise. Okay, so I think the way we're going to do this, part 1, part 2, which is going to be the belt. Oh, this is the wrong layer. There we go. Okay. Let's turn on the sketch again to make sure that I'm not going like way out of bounds for this. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's turn off a couple of these and then turn this one back on, because we will need it to make the pattern on the pants. Hang on. Okay, so step 1. Belt loops. Which is weird. I don't think I've seen belt loops on a whole lot of these outfits. Usually you only wear the belt as a wrestler if you're the champion. I reckon. Well, I mean, it is a pretty big belt if you're the champion. I'm guessing you could probably like layer over it with some other stuff. Right? That's another fun thing, that like the fact that the wrestling honors is a belt is very good for character design. There was that one Tumblr post going around, right? That was like, everybody needs like a cool ass jacket for everyone to recognize you by. I think in a similar vein, having a belt that everybody recognizes you by is very important. Like having a specific belt buckle and everything, I think, is a very strong point for a character design. I mean, obviously, like, all of this is just like, you know, being distinctive 101. But I do think having like I'm a big fan of like the idea of semiotics in character design, right? What kind of cues from known icons can you give to this character to inform what they're like? And, you know, for me, I usually translate that to like careers and jobs. So, for example, if a character has like medical inclinations, they'll get a lab coat. or if they're supposed to look like something, they'll receive something from that in one way or another. And I think that because of that, careers and professions that have like particularly strong imagery attached to them, like as an example, professional wrestling, but as another example, like doctors, engineers, what else is there? I don't know. I can't name a whole lot off the top of my head. Magicians, for example, is another good one. I think having careers with like very strong symbols like those is super, super important for me as an artist to understand and recognize. And like that's nothing new, right? People take cues from historical figures and all that for character inspiration. That's been the case since the beginning. But I particularly think a lot about like how I can include symbolism and what a character's role is in the wider world in the character design, which is why I find it so much fun. Like yesterday when I was like helping design when I designed that lady gondolier, Cherry, like I was thinking about the Venetian gondolier and everything, and how their outfit informs like what they are. It's a lot of fun to think about and to research. Hmm. Yeah, okay, I think this is pretty good for the line work. Although I do want to make a variant with the wrestling mask too. That'll take just a second. There it is. All right, so it seems like it's okay. Hang on. Let me bring this a little bit closer. I might have to do just flats on this guy. Okay. Set the mask. Do I have other perspectives with the mask on? No. No. No, okay, that's all we got. Okay. I can work with that. Okay, so so this is going to cover the nose. Yeah, fun fact, I was trying to research into lucha masks very recently for the Rumbleverse thumbnail. I settled on like a very simple lucha mask design eventually, but like I've got like a proper Pabs themed lucha mask in the works. That's not going to become a proper theme because it's going to cover up way too much of my face and it's going to be a real mess. But I'm going to try and figure out how I can incorporate that into a design at some point. Okay, so this is going to go like so. Here's what I can do as well. I can use this line on the eye that I drew. There we go. What shape this is? Okay, it's just like a normal like crescent shape. Connect vector lines. Not quite. No. There we go. Okay, and this thing has like a white outline all around it. Yeah, that's more like it. I was trying a little too hard to closely mirror what the underlying expression was. Hmm. There we go. Connect vector line. Perfect. Then over here, the ears are going to be smoothed out in favor for like a longer scalp. Oh god, it's so smooth looking. Let's see if we can't do something about that. Yeah, easiest way to make something like vaguely disturbing is to just like not have it have ears where the ears are supposed to be. You know, like robots, for example. If you have like a very human-like robot, but just make like completely smooth nubs over like where the ears would be, instant 10 out of 10 creepy factor. The sole exception to this is me. I make it look good. Let's see over here. Then okay. Like that. Close that up. And then we need some hole openings for the eyes. I like that. I do enjoy that that his wrestler mask has a little like opening up here for his mohawk. Very considerate of whoever designed the mask. He's like, yes, make sure it is able to accommodate for mohawk. No, wait, hang on. This spike over here would be more like this. Okay, to accommodate for the top part of the mask, I need to make this eagle shape more, what do you call? Harsh. Sharp? Sharp. Perfect. Man, remember when I used to do like 3-hour art streams? That amount of time would have been helpful in this scenario, huh? But I think it's good that I make myself do like, I limited myself to like 2 hours, an hour and a half or so, because I feel like it makes me more mindful of time. All right. Okay, we've got the line work sorted out. So here's what we do first. Crunchy wrists. First, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay, time to fill in this line work. Actually, I'm seeing so I'm seeing parts of the lines that I don't understand. So for example, like right here. Okay, so first I think like naturally the first thing we need to pick is like a skin tone. If not like like as an actual one, but like as a placeholder. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Also, I'll be coloring the head separately on account of the fact that I'll need to do that for the mask thing to work. Okay. But yeah, another thing that I got myself while doing groceries today was actually I've decided to try out a few different types of canned soup. I'm gonna go see which ones work for me. I've been meaning to get more into soup as a substance. So it's going to be exciting trying out the different ones. I always get myself tomato soup because I make stews with those. But I got myself like some proper beef stew. I got myself like some Irish stew. I don't know what makes Irish stew different from beef stew. I hope it doesn't mean that there are Irish people in the stew. That'd be quite embarrassing. Let's see. But yeah, I'm excited to try those out. Every time I talk about something like that that's very mundane, I'm saying like I'm trying to get into this and that. That sure is a sentence. Yeah. Every time I think about like whenever I get into like something mundane, I always remember that one like screenshot of Monthly Girls Nosaki-kun where like Chio is like talking about like actually I've been getting into corn soup lately. I'm like she's just like me for real. It does feel that way. Like you're just saying like I've been getting into corn soup lately. That's gonna be me. I didn't actually get any corn soup. It would have been a good idea to get some for the bit. Let's see. Oh, there's some stuff going on with the teeth there. Take you to a dentist, bud. Okay. Yeah, this is why I'm not a huge fan of like coloring with the anti-aliasing on because it's a lot of like checking over little bits and pieces to see if there's been any gaps. You can usually resolve it pretty handily by increasing the area scaling by 1, but I found that that doesn't go so well with the what do you call it, the fill up to vector path function. Hmm. I either need this is either a skill issue or there is actually a better way, but from what I've seen, it really is just like this most of the time. That's why so many digital artists like fill in manually, which is an insane concept to me. What do you mean you don't use a bucket tool? Yeah, I've been spoiled rotten by just insisting on using an aliased lines and the vector tools in CSP. Yeah, I remember the area scaling thing was my one trick in like middle school, high school to actually make stuff work. Yeah. Mission 1 is to get everything filled as quickly as possible. Mission 2 is to make it look good. Because I think like once we accomplish Mission 1, Mission 2 will come very naturally. Let's see, right there. Okay. Not quite the right color. I'm not feeling it just yet. Okay, yes. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Okay, and then... Okay, so kind of like a darkish red for the rest of this, like a deep red. Okay. Make sure to fill in the nails here. I'm just going to give him flush tone nipples, because why not? Okay, here's what I'm going to do first, though. Tonal correction, contrast up. Brightness down? Question mark? And then mess around with the hue, saturation, and luminosity a little bit. Yeah, okay, that feels a lot better. Okay, select color gamut. This guy here. Fill. And then, okay, so the hair is what I'm kind of giving a, like, scratching my head at a little bit. Oh, wait, hang on. I've got a wicked idea. No, that doesn't look as good as I had hoped. Yeah, okay, I think this looks good. Not quite black, but, you know, very dark. Yeah, we can give it some brown, some lighter brown highlights here and there. Okay, then the pants and the gold bracelets that he just has now, I guess. Where do you get, like, gold bangles like this? Just fucking Bowser-style gold bangles that look like that make you look like a tyrant. Because I need me some of those. I would appreciate if they dropped the Etsy link. Okay. Oh, miss a spot here. That is fine. Yeah, I'm feeling much better about this color scheme. Take a look at this guy again. Oh, I've got this all wrong. It's the part on the inside that's red, not the outside. Okay, let me just use a rough eraser there. Come to think of it, I don't think I've actually got anything cooking tonight. I have some steaks that I'm going to need to tenderize and, you know, marinate, but those are for tomorrow. Friday, eating on in style on Friday, you know. So I'm not sure what I should eat for tonight. So I'm probably going to try and, you know, one of the stews that I've been hankering for. Yeah, I'll brave the Irish stew and get back to you guys on how it goes. That's going to be an interesting experience for sure. Not quite what I was going for there, bud. Why don't you give that another shot? Okay, where's the gap? Where's the leak in the ship? I patched that one, so no, it's not that one. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah, this hair color is definitely much more striking. Okay. Now we've got most of that out of the way. Now what we need to do... Oh, wait, no, hang on. We're missing still a couple of parts. First of all, the scar on the arm, and I think there's also a couple on the other arm, too. Okay. Let's see. Right, the head. Oh, wait, no, hang on. I did miss one more bit. A little, like, knots down here. Okay. And this is why we separated the head from the rest of the body. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm also looking. Another thing I'm looking forward to is making a. I have this stew that I make from like curry, and it's very tasty. And I'm very much looking forward to eating it again. Got myself some nice stewing beef too, just for the occasion. Oops. The multiple layers eraser and the rough eraser shouldn't look so similar, in my opinion. Okay, there we go. Just a couple more bits, and we should be ready to start doing some pseudo shading. Okay, so for the mask, I'm going to basically give it the same tone as the pants, since I feel like that'll be a nice way to keep everything nice and coherent. Okay. Then around here, we'll start using the whiter outlines. We'll make it the same color as the eyes, for convenience's sake. Okay. And then we'll use the same color as the gold bangles for the inside of the mask. Actually, I kind of want to change up the mask a little bit. Select color gamut, this guy here. Let me lower the brightness on that a little, but increase the saturation. Okay, over here. A little bit right here, a little bit right there. And done. Okay, we've got the flats ready to go. How are we for time? Okay. So here's what let's do. I imagine there's got to be at least a couple of backgrounds in here that have an effect similar to like the splash effect that they have on the, what do you call it? On one of those screenshots that I took. So I'm going to look for that really quickly. And then I'll apply the like colors to it to make it look cooler. No, not you. Come on, there has to be like an effect around here. Image material. Lots of bubbles. Some glitch brushes, not quite. Let's keep looking. There's got to be something in here that we can use. If not, I've got some of my own ideas for how to do this, but those will all take a little bit more time, I imagine. So it's good to take a look through these first. Okay. Color pattern? Wait, this will do. All right, hang on. I got an idea. Okay. Here's what let's do. Okay, first let's add the display decrease color thing. Okay, let's make one of these bright red. Oh, expression color, here we go. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so here's what let's do. First, let's rasterize this guy. And then what we'll do is we'll use the tonal correction, gradient map, sky, a sunset dark. Nah, sunset I feel has like a better vibe to it. Yeah, this'll do. And then from there, we shall do the following. First we gotta look at the effect of the original here. Okay. Okay, I'm about to do something very devious. Alright. Don't try this at home. So remember a while back after I finished, I think it might have been one of the first things that I did last year? Remember how I did like a thing for Valhalla? Yeah, this one. And do you guys also remember how like this is technically all just one picture of this thing of this one in here, and this has like an entire color splash thing? You guys are you guys following where are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? It's good to recycle. Although this might be a problem on account of the fact that I can't. Oh yeah. All right. All right. This is going to take some finagling, but we can do it. All right. Now we need to make it actually smaller. Okay. I've got an idea for how to handle this. I'm not gonna bullshit you, this will be dangerous. Mainly because of the long loading times. These are rather large color splashes. Oh, that's taking a long time to load. It's getting me a little nervous. Oh, finally. Okay, we're good. We're back in business. Sheesh, that took a while. Oh, it's because it's got a whole bunch of other stuff in here. Hang on. Well, they are also just big. Okay, first step. Copy and paste this so that we have like an original. Second of all, flatten this. Third of all, liquefy tool, my best friend in the entire world and savior. Okay, so the main challenge is going to be like making it so that the liquefy tool reaches all the way over here, while also making the rest of this look natural. God, this is the first time I've needed a bigger liquefy tool. This is just a massive canvas. On account of the fact that I changed its size like 6 different times. Alright, and then the good news is after we've stretched it out that much, we can just make this, whatever this pink part is, right, into the rest of this corner. It's a boring solution, but it's a solution nevertheless. And then what we do, and this is the fun part, is that we are going to grab this blue part, paste it over on top, and then, again, move that around. Oh god, I feel like a hustler. Alright. We don't need these layers anymore either. I'll just stuff them in a folder and forget about them. Wait, where did I leave this blue bit? Did I stuff it into the folder by accident? Oh dear. No, it should be around here. But like, where? Oh, okay, wait, no, I see it again. Okay. All my training in Live 2D has led to this singular moment. Yeah, there we go. That's looking tight. And then what we do as well is we kind of double up over here, flip that around turnways. And then I actually like the kind of contrast that the blue and the pink is providing, but unfortunately that's not what we're here to do for that color scheme. There we go. Okay. God, okay. Thinking here. Okay, what I'm going to do for shading on the main body is that I'm going to grab the body, apply a gradient map to it. Can you tell that I'm like trying to be mindful of time right now? No, I think sunset is probably the best one to go with. Okay, what's a good one? Come on, give me something I can work with. I should probably lower the luminosity thing on this one. Change the hue up a little too. All right. Okay, we're gonna use a darken layer, do it like this, and then using the soft eraser, I'm just gonna like erase where I want there to be light. It ain't much, but it's honest work. And I'll have to do one for. We'll have to do something similar for the what do you call the mask in the head. We'll stuff these guys into a single folder here. Get in the folder. This is not negotiable. All right, gradient map, sunset. Change the hue up and lower the opacity, but increase the saturation. Go to darken. Okay, how about the kneaded eraser? What's that look like? Ooh, I kind of like that effect for the mask, like that kind of like dappled effect. And then with the soft eraser, we can decrease the size of that a little bit. And then we can do something similar for like the non-mask head. Oh God. I don't like it without the line work. Let's get that on replay one last time. God, would you look at that? All right. Anyway. Edit, tonal correction, gradient map. I found that a lot of like my technique as an artist has just been developing more and more tricks to make life easier for myself and just turning that into an art form. I'll use the hard eraser for some of these. Okay, soft eraser. Or actually, we'll keep using the hard eraser for some of these bits. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. All right, and now we need to change the colors on this thing to reflect the colors that he actually uses. Okay, let's see if we can't do this the lazy way. Not quite. All right, so here's how we'll actually do this then. I'm trying to think of how we'll actually do this. How about oh, wait, I've got it. Let me take a look at that reference picture one last time. Okay, so it looks like a lot of this. Okay. All right, so that gives me an idea. All right, so we're going to turn all of this bright yellow. Then we're going to copy and paste it. Or wait, no. The way we do this is, okay, turn this bright red. Hold up. Copy and paste that. And make that a little bit bigger like this. Ooh, that yellow needs to be like more highlighter yellow than like that kind of orange-ish yellow. Also shrink down this part here. Assuming that I can liquefy it in time. No, I need to retain that much. Although what I can do instead is actually, and this gives me an idea here. There we go. We'll use the liquefy tool as well as to make this bigger, to make the smaller, the one on the inside smaller. First of all, let me rasterize this guy, because I think like it's taking additional time to liquefy it because of the unique situation that I've put it in. Oh yeah, that's a spicy liquefied loading time. Okay, can I bump up the saturation even higher? Okay, that's about as close as it's gonna get. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do for this bottom one, I am going to do basically the same thing, more or less. Although I am still a little bit cheese this yellow color. Let me increase the luminosity on that and the saturation. Yeah, that's more like it. And then, yeah, probably the same thing. Rasterize, apply this color here. And then just like shrink that all the way down. Oh god, what have I done? On the other hand, maybe we should just use the liquefy tool for literally everything. I was worried for a second that that was affecting the other layer, but that shouldn't be possible. I don't think. Now there's a setup to a horror movie. The layer is being operated on even though it's not selected. My god! It's alive! I joke, but that's an actual nightmare scenario for me. And for a lot of other artists, I imagine. Hmm. Okay, and then from there we kind of narrow that thing down. It's too much red. Come on, bud. Cooperate with me here. I also need to. I don't know why, but I feel like I'll need to check the colors on this because I'm looking at it like on my stream manager, and it's looking a lot more orange than I think it is. It might be that like my nightlight settings have kicked in on the computer, and that's why. Yeah, at this point we can just kind of like do this manually. Okay, and then I'll use the Moe pen over here. It's not too orange on screen. Oh, thank God. All right, and then just color that up a little bit. Let me increase the brush size because that's going to make my life a lot easier. Also, I'm not feeling the kind of other background that we gave it anymore. Like, I feel like we need a different tone for it, at least. A different hue. Hmm. Maybe something like that? Hmm. Wait, what if, like, I flipped it horizontally and then increase the size? That just kind of leaves it beige. Also, his teeth look a little bit yellow with this. I'm gonna fix that. Remember, kids, if you want to be as strong as Zangief, you need to brush your teeth 3 times a day. Let's see. It's looking pretty strong. Thank you. Hmm. Yeah, this background, the secondary background is definitely what's bugging me. So let's go hunt around for a different one. Color pattern. What about something like this? It's definitely on the strong. It's definitely a bit on the large side, but I think like, hang on, we kind of mix it together like this. Yeah, okay. And then rasterize that. Decrease. Okay, so maybe increase. Let me play around with the tone curve a little bit. Hmm. Up the contrast after that. No, that's too dark as a thing. So here's what let's do. Let's tonal correct this with a gradient map. And see what we can do with it. I honestly do think the bright blue is helping it a lot. This is a lot of very like in-your-face colors, but that's fine. This is going to be an in-your-face kind of piece. I'm happy with that. Although, that's one last little fun thing we can try and do. Just one last little fun thing we can do. Just one last little thing for me. Oh, oops. I forgot to stuff this in there too. Alright, first let's get rid of some of the larger layers. Okay, let's see what happens if we do a tonal correction on this. Merge selected layers. Tonal correction, gradient map. We need something that produces a lot of contrast, so we want one with like a lot of different colors. Oh god, why? Zangief is too powerful! Yeah, this one should be good. Oh wow, those are some bright colors. I should be a little bit more careful with those. Soft light? Hard light. Okay, I kind of like hard light, honestly. It makes it look a little faded, though. What about, like, vivid light? No. Honestly, how it was originally is fine. That being said, I gotta make a couple corrections here. Okay, just around here. Then over here. I need a thinner brush. Oop. And let's make this follow the curve of my hand, too. Why not? Yeah, I think that brings it together really nicely. This background's still pissing me off, though. Okay, yellow and red. The opposite of that would be blue. Maybe some kind of like other yellow? Maybe like a brown, actually. Hang on. I've got an idea. Yeah, no, it doesn't have quite the same amount of impact. But maybe it can have that kind of impact. Let me try something here. Okay. Here's how we do. We'll set this one on color burn, right? We'll set this first one on color burn because I liked how that looked. And then we'll set this one to like a lower opacity, but like lighten. Yeah. And then we're going to use a big soft eraser around most of it. Yeah, I think that brings it together really nicely. All right. Let's put my signature on this bad boy and call it a night. About 20 should do. All right. Well, I'm happy with the progress for that. I'll start to, you know, doing my thing and filing everybody out. Let's see. While it's streaming right now, I could probably raid into someone. Is V still doing the... Hang on, is V still... Oh yeah, V's still having the Gorilla stream for Guilty Gear. Let's go say hi. It is a fighting game theme, after all. Alright. Thank you all very much for coming by. I will be playing Hypnospace Outlaw on Saturday, which I'm very excited for, since it's a very interesting looking game, gifted to me by my good friend Jupiter. So I'll be trying it out and seeing if I like it. Alright, thank you everyone. Have a good day. Bye, and enjoy your weekend.